Hey, hey. Okay, I am feeling the sting of the hike from last night. And in essence, the guide told us that the hike was 3 miles. Then he clarified that that's 3 miles as crow flies. So that means that it was actually, we walked farther. And my GPS listed it as 5 miles. But 5 miles is what I can easily knock out in a day. You know, when I go to do my training in the morning, it's 5 miles and it's no big deal. All of a sudden, 5 miles each way with a nice long rest in between. I mean, my rest was like an hour with stretching and the whole bit in between. It should not have been a big deal. It should have been really easy. But by the time I got back, I felt like I did when I first started training. And I didn't quite get it. I didn't quite understand it. It seemed like, oh my God, what's happened? But at the same time, I working on a trail is so very different than working on asphalt. And working on lava, which is really uneven, is even more different than working on just doing a straight marathon. So I was getting all kinds of ribbing from the people that I was with because they were like, oh, you did a marathon, so this should be nothing. And I'm going, I'm really hurting here, guys. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, So what I'm learning and what I kind of got from Coach when I called him and asked him about this, I haven't talked to the endurance coach yet, but what I got from my marathon coach was that, first of all, I'm learning that there is no such thing as preparing for an event. If I want to be able to go for a walk, or go for a hike, or go for anything at a moment's notice, then I have to stay fit all the time. So it's not a matter of, oh, I'm going to eat the right foods right now because I've got an event coming up, and so I'm training, and then next week I can eat junk. I can go back and eat cooked food, or I can, not eat as much fruit or any of that stuff. It's a 24-hour a day, 7-day a week. It's a lifestyle choice. It's not a I'm training now choice. So I think it's not like bodybuilders and fitness models and that kind of thing, where they need to look a certain way for a competition, and then they can kind of like slack off, and because their appearance is not performance, and so they can slack off, and then when they decide they want to do another competition, it's how they look. So they can, take the number of days or whatever and get themselves back to looking a certain way. But when it comes to performance, it's not that. Performance is it's an everyday thing. So performance-wise, I have to make sure that my body is in shape all the time in order to perform. So my mistake was that I ate some cooked food at Thanksgiving dinner. I actually didn't think that it would make that much of a difference, and so I ate some cooked food, and then the next day, which was the day that I went out, I was with my friends and they were eating, and so I ate some more cooked food. I had some some duck. Oh, lovely. You know, it wasn't lovely for the duck and it wasn't lovely for me. So I'm really learning. I'm really learning from this experience that and I know this is all grainy, but I'm really learning from this experience that it's not a one-time thing. It's an everyday, every moment thing. And so, while I'm still feeling my pain, I'm happy that I learned something. And I hope that you guys can, if any of you are sort of following this and thinking that you want to try something similar, know that it's an everyday thing. It's a lifestyle shift. It's not, I'm going to get in shape and do the marathon and then I can slack off for the next 6 months or whatever. If you want to be able to call upon your body at any moment to do something, because I didn't know I was going on the hike. Some friends invited me and I went, oh, sure. So, but in order to be able to do that hike and not be in pain the next day, which today I am in pain, but I would not have been had I been following my regime, no cooked food, doing my juices, and doing my stretches and going out every day and training, then doing that little 10 miles would have been like nothing. So, lesson learned, I am into Costco to get fruit. Aloha!